Hello, everyone. Welcome to Going Deeper. This is our new little video series that we are excited about here at Vineyard Community Church. And my name is Karen Downing, and I have been attending this vineyard since 1998. I started out in Tommy's living room. I've been there since then. And I've been on staff quite often since then. And I just recently got my master's in marriage and family therapy with a specialization in trauma. And Thomas asked me, hey, what could be a way to just help people go deeper and process the sermons? And so we thought about doing a video series called Going Deeper. So here we are. And that's what we're doing. There's a couple of ways to interact with this. One is to subscribe to the video series, and that way you'll know when they come out. I'm going to do one every week. Hopefully they're comforting and challenging all at the same time, and so you'll just kind of want to be a part of that. The other thing is you can comment, and you can just comment below and interact with each other and give helpful tips and encourage one another. It's such a good thing to encourage one another to just keep moving forward in our growth and our redemption and our healing process. And you can also tell your story below. How does this subject affect your life, or how has it affected your life? So anyway, we're going to start with the Let's Get Physical series, and I am really excited. I'm going to look away just every now and then because I have to look at my paper to see where I am. But our bodies are so important because they're the vessel of our expression. We express our inner man through our bodies. Right now I'm using my hands. You can see it on the video. I'm using my face. I'm using my eyes. I'm using my tone of voice, which is part of my body. And so our bodies are our connection to each other, and they share what is going on inside. It comes out in our bodies, as Tommy said, that just our bodies are an expression of what's going on internally, and vice versa. So I wanted to highlight Tommy's comment when he said it's not about perfection but perception, and I wanted to share how we get those perceptions of our bodies. One is, and the most important, is our family of origin. I'm probably going to talk about that a lot on these Going Deeper series because we do learn to live life within that original family system, regardless of what it is. If it's an intact family or if it's a blended family, or if it's even outside the family, maybe other people raised you, but what their attitude toward their body was told you what your attitude should be. And so we reflect those early years of life in our belief systems, and so it's really important to understand how your family of origin or your original system, whatever that was, what their attitude was about bodies. And so did your mother or your female caregiver, did they enjoy their body? Did they value their body? Did they take good care of their body? Did the male person, your father or your male caregiver, like that female body? And vice versa, did the female caregiver like the male body? Were they happy about your body? Did they enjoy your body? Were they positive about you being a boy or a girl? Because that's a part of your body. Or were those messages different than that? Was there some criticism? I know personally, my mom was very critical of her body. She was never happy with it. And so she was constantly trying to fix it. And that taught me that my body wasn't okay either. If her body wasn't okay, then my body wasn't okay. So those perceptions and those messages and those attitudes come through that family of origin or that caregiving system that you experienced. Another way we are we adapt attitudes towards our body is through trauma, whether it's sexual abuse or physical abuse or verbal abuse. A lot of times those experiences, we blame the experience on our body. This happened to me because of my body. And so we begin to hate or have contempt for certain parts of our body or the way we do certain things. And so we become very self-critical, and we are very rejecting of those things. And another way we learn how to do that is by the way that our environment responds to us too. In school, kids are so lovely, and they are also very critical. And so, I was called fatty in the hallways, and there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of criticism that can come from other kids, and that can also teach us to reject or hate part of our bodies. So one of the things we want to do here that's really important is to forgive the places where we internalize those messages, took them on as part of our identity, and we want to change that. We want to come closer to the attitude that Jesus has of us. So forgiving our body, forgiving those parts that we have rejected or criticized is really important, and forgiving the people who taught us those attitudes. And don't forget, as I've taught before, that when you are forgiving, you have to take time to grieve. Grieve what was lost through those attitudes, grieve what was lost through those messages, and the time that has been spent living in those attitudes and messages. The other thing that we want to do is ask God to forgive us for rejecting those parts. He created us, and when he created man, he said that this was very good. He loves what he created in us, and we are all in a redemption process, but we want to understand that we were created from that heart of love, regardless of what the messages were in our families or caregiving systems or our environments. So asking God to forgive us, and then identifying those negative messages and like wrestling with them and kind of questioning their validity, and asking Jesus to give you alternative ways of thinking about your body or parts of your body. That's very important. Take some time, and listening to him is really important because he loves who you are. Every cell of you, he loves every bit of it. So it's important to get those messages from Jesus and take the time to incorporate them and to begin to practice them in your mind, and let them begin to move down into your heart so that it's natural to feel good about who you are and who God created you to be. So that's all for today. I want to encourage you to subscribe and comment, and just have a good time with this. Practice the suggestions, or just work on them and experiment with them. Have fun with it. All right, until next time, I'll see you later.